Hello, welcome back. We will continue solving model exams. For today, the first question says, what is the value of k? So that the function, as you see here, the function here, it is a piecewise function. It is continuous at x is equal to 0, it says. That means the function, the functional value, or f of 0, it must be the limit of the function f of x as x approaching 0. Since the question says the function is continuous as x is equal to 0, means f of 0 must be equal to the limit of the function as x goes to 0. We have to be systematic here. F of 0 will be taken from the first part, as you see here, because or equal to 0 is found here. So if I take as the functional value the first one, to take as the limit value the second function, I have to say as x goes to 0 from the right. Since it is continuous as x equal to 0, we can say x from the right, or 0 from the right or from the left, doesn't matter, because the limit obviously it exists, it's the same as the functional value. So we know now, since it is continuous, this condition has to be satisfied. So let us find one by one what is the functional value and what is the limit value. Functional value f of 0 means we are going to insert in the first function, which is 2 over k plus 2 times 0. In place of x, insert 0. So this is the same as 2 over k. Keep this outcome. This is the outcome for the left hand side. This is left hand side, and this one is the right hand side. They are equal. So the left hand side outcome is 2 over k. Now let us calculate the right hand side. It is the limit of f of x. I'm going to take the second function because x approaching 0 from the right. From the right means from the right side of the 0 means in the number line, if 0 here, the right side means here it is. That means for x greater than 0 part. So which function will be taken? X cot 4x as x goes to 0 from the right. This is the same as the limit of x over tan 4x. I can write it in this form as x goes to 0 from the right. Cot means it is the same as 1 over tan. So I wrote it x over tan x. And remember, this is special limit. The limit of sin x over x as x goes to 0, the outcome is 1. It is the same as the limit of x over sin x also as x goes to 0. Not only x over sin x, even tan x over x, it works. Also it works for x over tan x. The limit of sin x over x, or x over sin x, or tan x over x, or x over tan x, the limit of all these functions as x goes to 0, the outcome will be 1. Remember squeezing theorem. But if this is y, this must be y. The same for others. That means if this one 5x, this must be 5x. We have to make it the same. So keep this in your mind, and let's get back to our limit here. Now when you come to here, the upper part it is x, the down part it is 4x, as you see. So I have to make this 4. To make this 4, I have to multiply by 4. Also this must be multiplied by 4, because mathematically in case of fraction you can multiply the numerator and the denominator by the same number. So I chose 4 already. The reason, because to make them the same, this functional value. But this 4 will be extracted as a common, and it can be taken out. It's going to be 1 over 4 times the limit of as x goes to 0. Let us use our space properly, so that it's going to be the 1 over 4 will be extracted, as I said. I multiplied the numerator and the denominator by 4, and then this denominator 4 will be extracted. It will be 1 over 4. Then the limit of 4x over tan 4x as x goes to 0, it's 1. So 1 times 1 over 4 will be 1 over 4. We have this is second outcome, or this is the right hand side. Therefore, now we can equalize the two. 2 over k is equal to 1 over 4. By crisscross, k value will be 8. So the answer will be C. The second question, it says, what is the coefficient of x squared y cube in the expansion 2x plus 5y the power of 5? Remember, binomial expansion, if you have a plus b the whole the power of n, this is going to be n combination 0 first, then x the power of, a the power of n, plus then n combination 1, then a the power of n minus 1, then b. It's continuous like this. So anywhere, if you want to find the term anywhere at the middle, what to do? This is the same as n combination r, then a the power of n minus r times b the power of r. So this time the given function, the given expansion will be 2x plus 5y the whole the power of 5. So we are asked to find our r. Okay, the n obviously here it is 5 and the r is equal to 3, because you can observe from the exponent of the y, the exponent of the second term will be the r. So the exponent of the y will be 3, so I will take r as 3. So the coefficient number, we are asked the coefficient number. So what we can do, 5 combination 3 times 2x the power of, 5 minus 3 will be 2, then 5y the power of 3. Then how does it looks? First of all, 5 combination 3 means it is the same as 5 factorial over 5 minus 3, it is 2 factorial times 3 factorial. Remember this thing. Like n combination r means the formula n factorial over n minus r factorial times r factorial. So our n is 5 and r is 3. So I am applying that formula. Then what will be the result? Here the outcome will be 5 factorial, it is the same as 5 times 4 times 3 factorial. And then I can cancel 3 factorial with 3 factorial. And then I can simplify by 2, 1. This by 2, again 2. 2 times 5 will be 10. So this, the whole thing will be 10 times. And 2x, the whole square is 4x square. And 5y cube is 125y cube. Then when you multiply the numbers, 125 times 4 will be 500. Times 10 will be 5000. 5000 x square y cube. So what is the coefficient number? The coefficient number is, here it is, 5000. So the answer is going to be B. Okay, the next question, which one of the following is critical numbers of the function f of x, as you see here there? How to find critical numbers? The critical numbers are those numbers that makes the derivative 0 or and the derivative undefined. The derivative of the function will be doesn't exist point. All those numbers will be critical numbers. So that means we have to derive the given function and we have to check where does it's going to be 0 and where will be it undefined. So first of all, the function f of x is equal to x the power of 1 over 3 in bracket x plus 8. By the way, this is the same as I can multiply x the power of, this exponent is 1 over 3. When you multiply, it will be added with this exponent 1. The exponent will be added, so it's going to be 4 over 3 plus 8x the power of 1 over 3. Now let's derive it. Now the derivative of the function will be, when you derive this, 4 over 3 will be coefficient 4 over 3, then x the power of 1 over 3 remains, plus 8 over 3, because this 1 over 3 will be a coefficient, multiply with 8, then x to the power of negative 2 over 3. At this point, we have to be systematic to solve this equation. First of all, we have to say this is equal to 0, because the derivative 0 will be the critical numbers we said is equal to 0. Now, to solve this, we can say let x to the power of 1 over 3 be any variable you can represent. We can say let x to the power of 1 over 3 be a. Therefore, 4 over 3 a plus 8 over 3a square is equal to 0. We arrived here. How comes? Because as you see, this is a. As you see here, it's negative. The exponent negative. So I brought it down. So it will be positive. But x to the power of 2 over 3 is the same as x to the power of 1 over 3 the whole square. You can write it in this way. That's why I squared here. So at this point, you can say a must be different from 0. That means a0 will be undefined point. That means what's a? X to the power of 1 over 3 is equal to 0 will be undefined point. Means x must be different from 0. So x is equal to 0 is one of the critical number because it's undefined point. Let us solve this one in the next page. So we had 4 over 3 a square plus 8 over 3a square is equal to 0. Crisscross. When you multiply this one, it will be 12a cube, because a square times, this is not a square, this is a, plus 24 the whole over 9a square is equal to 0. Then again crisscross, this will be ignored, because we said already a different from 0. A different from 0 means x to the power of 1 over 3 is different from 0. That means if you cube both sides, x must be different from 0, because this is undefined point, this is one of the critical number. Then when you solve this one, shift 24 to the other side. 12a cube is equal to negative 24. If you divide by 12 both sides, a cube is equal to negative 2. Then put in the cube root both sides to get the a. So a will be, so the a value will be cube root of negative 2. Now let's get back to the x. A means x to the power of 1 over 3 is equal to cube root of negative 2, means I have to cube both sides to get the x value. Cube it. Then what will happen? The cube cancel this one and x remain. So x is equal to negative 2, because cube root and cube will cancel each other. So what are the solutions yet, or the critical numbers? One of the critical number already, this is negative 2. The other critical number, the undefined point, which is 0. So the answer will be 0 and negative 2, which is B. Okay. Next one. It says A is equal to, it's a matrix as you see, 3 by 3, a square matrix. It is a skew symmetric matrix. So then what is the value of x? It says this matrix is skew symmetric. So if a given matrix is skew symmetric, that means A transpose must be equal to negative of A. This condition has to be satisfied to say a given matrix is skew symmetric. So since already as a given condition it says it is a skew symmetric matrix, we can say A transpose is equal to negative of A. So let's find the transpose of A now. Transpose means the first column you will take it as a first row. So let's do it. So 0, x and 6. The first column I wrote it as a first row, and again negative 5, 0 and 10. Again negative 6, 10 and 0. This is the transpose of A. Okay, this must be equal to the negative of A, means I'm going to negate every entry. That means 0, 5 and 6. The second row will be negative x, then 0, negative 10, negative x, and 0 and negative 10, and the third one will be negative 6, 10 and 0. Now second entry here, it must be, because the two matrices are equal, means the second entry, that means x is equal to 5. Or where is x in another place? You can observe, you can see, or you can search the x. It is here again. Negative x is equal to negative 5, means x is equal to 5, so the answer must be A. The next question, it says, what is the equation of the tangent line to the graph f of x is equal to 2x sine x at x is equal to pi over 2? Tangent line equation at x is equal to a will be found by the formula y minus f of a is equal to f derivative at a into x minus a. This is the formula. F derivative at a means the slope. So we need to derive this function and substitute or insert in place of x pi over 2, because this is the a value. The a value is given to you, and the function we do have, but we don't have f of a. We have to get that result also to apply this formula. Therefore, to get f of a, f of pi over 2, we have to get it first. F of pi over 2 means pi over 2, 2 times pi over 2, because 2x sine x, it says 2 times pi over 2 times sine of pi over 2. But sine pi over 2 means it's 1, because it's 90 degree. This is the same as 1. So here 2 cancel by 2, so f of pi over 2 will be just pi over 2 remains. I mean pi left. So pi over 2 comma pi means this is the same as a comma f of a, like I said before. Now let's derive the function. What's the derivative of the function? It is product rule we are going to apply here, because there are two functions, 2x and sine x. We have to apply product rule. So it will be 2x derivative, we know. Product rule, what does it say? F times g, the whole derivative, means, you know, it is f derivative g plus f g derivative. Therefore 2x derivative will be 2 times sine x plus 2x multiplied with the derivative of sine x, which is cos x. So 2x cos x. Now let us insert pi over 2. F derivative at pi over 2 means this is a slope. 2 times sine pi over 2 plus 2 times pi over 2 times cosine pi over 2. But cos pi over 2 is 0. Cosine pi over 2 is 0, don't forget that. And sine pi over 2 is 1. So what left? Just 2 left. This is the slope. Therefore, let's find out the equation of the line. Y minus pi is equal to 2 into x minus pi over 2, because a and f of a are there. So when you finalize, this is the same as y minus pi is equal to multiplied 2x minus pi. So minus pi is found both sides. We can cancel minus pi with minus pi here. So what left? Y is equal to 2x remain. That's going to be the equation of the line which is found at A. These are some of the questions prepared as the fourth video of the model exam. I'll come back with the next video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.